He's doing good, you know. Tough kid, obviously. You know, after the first round, his eye was bothering him. You could see that he got hit. And at one point, he like started covering his eye like this. It was kind of, you know, messing with it.
Dana White has finally addressed the aftermath of Ilia Topuria's shocking defeat to Justin Gaethje. And according to the UFC president, the focus right now isn't on title fights, rankings, or future opponents. It's on making sure one of the biggest stars in the sport is given the time to recover after the toughest night of his professional career. While fans immediately began asking who Topuria should fight next, White made it clear that those conversations can wait, because after the amount of damage suffered during the fight, returning too quickly simply isn't an option.
I think Ilia's going to come back better than ever. He's young still. He was going through some personal stuff. I think he's going to come back. I mean, Justin fucking humbled him for sure.
Yeah. I also think, though, like, he's human now. So anyone who fights him now, they're like, they know that's in him, that they know it's a possibility. And a big thing, even with you and like Ilia and these guys, before the losses, they were almost scared in there. Like there's this weird aura, like this scary aura, like he's gonna f everyone up. Now that it got exposed a little bit, I think he's not gonna come back as just dominating.
Broken. I was a little bit surprised. Also, I know that Gaethje is a hell of a fighter. If I were him, what else does he want to accomplish? He did it all.
What do you think is next for Ilia?
Ilia is an unbelievable fighter. It's sometimes just not your night. If he fights again, we will probably regain the title. He put too much energy, tried to finish Justin, and when he didn't get it,
I think that really screwed him up. He was expecting to go in there and do what he normally does, knock guys out.
What's remarkable is how different the conversation feels now compared to just a few weeks ago. Heading into the White House card, everything seemed to be pointing toward another defining moment in Topuria's career. He arrived carrying huge momentum, enormous confidence, and the belief from many fans that this would be the performance that cemented him as one of the UFC's biggest global superstars.
I want that rematch. I am going to finish BSD, and I want that rematch with Justin Gaethje for the undisputed title. I told you, didn't I? It was fate. Justin Gaethje, man, that's off to you. You deserve it for the fucking heavy career you've had. You absolutely deserve it, lad. Everyone gave me shit for getting beat by him. What now? What now, lad? Thought he was finished, thought he was 38, thought he was over the hill, and then he just beat you. Greatest fighter of all time, Ilia Topuria. You fucking gang of gobshite. I went 5 with him. I took every fucking shot that he threw at me and kept walking forward. This little bitch has just quit after 4 rounds.
Ilia quit on his stool, almost took Justin out in the 2nd round. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin, and then Justin started landing bombs in the 3rd round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. Justin had him down with his 2 hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage. You could see him go like that, and that was the end of the round. The end of the 4th round, Ilia quit on his stool. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was up. He'd taken so many punches to the face. It was the greatest fight of all time.
He might never be the same fighter. He's undefeated. He got beaten badly. He pushed Justin Gaethje. He let his emotions get in the way a little bit. However, when you lose a fight like that, you know, you've been beaten. Like Prince Naseem Hamed. I mean, he was destroying everyone and he lost 1 fight. He was never the same again, right? Yeah. Now you know you can be beaten. There's that doubt in there. Who knows? Maybe he comes back and he's a better version of himself. Yeah. But we don't know until that happens.
Every prediction seemed to revolve around his speed, his power, and his ability to overwhelm Justin Gaethje before the veteran had the chance to settle into the fight. Instead, the exact opposite happened. Gaethje refused to fight the contest everyone expected.
Every great athlete loses. GSP lost. I've lost. I've gotten knocked out. Only person who hasn't lost, actually he has lost. John Jones has also lost. All the greats have lost, ladies and gentlemen. We've all lost, and that doesn't say that Ilia Topuria can't come back and be even greater. Ilia Topuria is 29 years old. He's made a ton of money. But, you know, if you have Ilia Topuria versus Rufi, that would be a fucking sick fight. If you have Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan, that would be a sick fight too. He's going to have to deal with Arman Tsarukyan's athleticism, his wrestling, just his will to move around and just be dynamic as an athlete. Can Arman withstand Ilia Topuria's power if you get him out? Now, next time Ilia Topuria fights, if it isn't a title fight, it's going to be 3 rounds. So Ilia Topuria has less rounds to work with. If it's a title fight, so he's got 5 rounds, it changes the strategy a little bit.
Greatest night in the history of MMA by far.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's ever going to top this until something does.
I don't think anything is ever going to top this, man. This was...
And when we think about Ilia Topuria,
who was ubiquitously regarded with Islam Makhachev as 1 or 1A in terms of the pound-for-pound kings. Going to be fascinating to watch this mixed martial arts athlete rebuild, because that was a destructive loss for him and his legacy.
Yeah, and who knows what kind of damage he took, because we could be looking at broken orbital bones.
Orbital looks, the way he swole up.
Yeah.
I'm no doctor. Right. I know we like to play doctor at times. We sometimes be saying diagnosis, but his eye, the way it was so black and blue and closed.
Did it show on the broadcast Ilia like fainting when they were leaving or not?
Yeah, he was like resting on his brother's arms on the way out, like nearly collapsing into him quite badly. Dude, he's got a broken orbital, broken cheekbone.
Is that confirmed?
I think that he's gonna.
You think Paddy's gonna beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Wow. Easy. Really easy?
Yeah, easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a crazy thing to say.
Rather than chasing reckless exchanges, he stayed disciplined, forced Topuria to work for every opening, and gradually turned the fight into the type of brutal battle that has defined his entire career.
Do you feel like he quit? Of course he did. They should stop him on the third round because his eye was closed and he couldn't see, but he wanted to fight because he's a warrior, you know. But like round number 4, his brother said, no, that's enough. That's the right decision, you know, because when you have a one eye, it's so difficult to fight.
Ilia quit on his stool, almost took Justin out in the second round. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin, and then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. Justin had him down with his 2 hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage. You could see him go like that, and that was the end of the round. The end of the 4th round, Ilia quit on his stool. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was up. He'd taken so many punches to the face. That was the greatest fight of all time. What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overrode doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta let them fight.
Some of these small guys, they're delusional. They have false confidence because they're hiding behind a weight class.
Were you surprised that Topuria ended up losing?
Topuria, in my eyes, was the best UFC fighter right now, but Topuria makes the mistake of he trains a little too hard. I knew if Gaethje could withstand the storm, he had unorthodox things that he was doing. Gaethje would dip and then grab that uppercut and hit him with the uppercut because, I mean, he's been in those types of fights.
Minute by minute, the pace became more demanding, the exchanges became more damaging, and it slowly became clear that Topuria wasn't fighting the fight he had prepared for.
What did you think about Justin Gaethje's performance when he fought Ilia Topuria?
I called it, to be honest. I said I think Justin's going to win. Ilia's never had to come back from adversity. Ilia's only ever been the hammer. He's never been the nail. After that fight with Justin that I had, I knew I could come back stronger and better because I've done it before. I don't think Ilia Topuria ever comes back the same. His whole mindset, his whole ego, like I'm undefeated, no one can beat me. Having celebrations the night before the fight, I'd happily be his first fight back.
Ilia, I told you, pride comes before the fall. He was too cocky, he overlooked his opponent crazy, and he got humbled. And that's simple how it is. I think he's the better fighter than Gaethje, but he decided to let his pride get in before him. He thought he was beating me. He thought he was beating Terrence Crawford. He thought he could fight. I think he even said something about Canelo at one point, that he could maybe box him one day or something like that. I mean, this guy's head was out of this world. I mean, he was going crazy after everybody, and that's the truth.
Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria, I don't know shit about fighting. I said every single prediction. Later in the week, I'm like, damn.
20%. You gave him 20%.
Yeah, no. There was a little bit, but in my mind, I'm like, dude, Ilia is so fucking confident and so sharp and so skilled, and Gaethje's too wild. Ilia's gonna knock him out. I was like set. My mind was so set on that. He just fucking broke Ilia's face. He broke his mental. And that was like, Ilia's at the hospital 100%, probably for the next little while. That was one of the most crazy, inspiring performances I've ever seen.
Did it show on the broadcast Ilia like fainting when they were leaving or not?
Yeah, he was like resting on his brother's arms on the way out, like nearly collapsing into him quite badly. Dude, he's got a broken orbital, broken cheekbone.
Is that confirmed?
I'm confirming it. I don't even know.
You're a doctor.
Based on the fights I've seen and the results that we've had back.
And your medical degree.
yes, I'm actually Dr. Guru.
That was the turning point. Instead of dictating the tempo, he found himself reacting.
You know, you gave him all the respect in terms of like his skill set in there. You know, he said probably the second best guy you prepared for outside of Khabib. But now that you're through Ilia, was he as good as you thought he was? Was he better than you thought he was? Just can you talk about what you experienced in there with him?
I mean, he's very good. I mean, my liver still hurts right now. Those body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but you know, when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And you know, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner, saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it. When we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the? You know, that's what I did tonight.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
I mean, it was fight of the night, but, you know, fight of the year, fight of the whatever. It's one of the greatest fights you'll ever see. It was incredible. And especially when you got a guy, I don't know where it ended up, but 6, 7, 8 to 1 underdog, and then comes in and does what he did tonight. And then Ilia, I mean, the body shots that Ilia hit Gaethje with in that round, and then Gaethje gets through it. Gaethje's about to get into, you know, an arm bar. He almost got into a triangle. I mean, just you saw everything in that fight.
Wow, that guy's crazy. Man, look at that dude. Justin Gaethje, the biggest underdog on the card. Ilia Topuria, the new sensation, the new superstar of the sport, just got pieced up, demolished, and stopped by the doctor at the end of round 4. Justin Gaethje, the highlight, gets it done at the White House.
I knew that was going to happen to him. Walking forward with their hands down on the opening bell, you're going to get walloped.
People saying that he reminds us of you and all that stuff.
No way, does he? He has the same tattoos, he says the same stuff.
Right in front of some shit. Right in front of you. Do something about it.
He does the same fucking movements.
Have they understood it?
He was going to scream on the thing. I wish him well. He's all right. I like him. Maybe.
This might be 2-2. Ilia Topuria's on the comeback. 2-2? 2-2, I'd say. First 2 to Topuria. Next 2 to Gaethje.
You've hardly mentioned his face being beaten to it. Look at that.
Oh, they're stopping it.
There you go.
Oh, they stopped it. Wow.
Oh, there we go.
The big back foot's coming. He might be too tired for that. No, he's done it.
He's done it. Oh.
Oh, he's done it.
Instead of forcing Gaethje backwards, he was constantly being asked new questions, and as the rounds continued, the physical damage began telling its own story. The swelling around his face became impossible to ignore, the cuts continued to worsen, and by the time the fight had come to an end, the images of